Welcome to your daily tarot and oracle message. I'm going to start with the cards that I already drew that I've been meditating on for you. This is the first message to come through today. There is a very significant, deep emotional connection in a partnership, and the two of you are coming to a mutual understanding. You're both waking up to the future, the potential, the possibility that if you were to work together on your mutual path forward here, there is something very beautiful that you could co-create with each other. You will be getting exactly what you want. This is a wish come true. This is a dream come true. And you love it. You love each other. There is an overwhelming emotion attached to this. It feels so good, and it makes it all worthwhile. It's worth it. The investment, the commitment, the work, you love it. You actually enjoy doing this work because it feels like it's worth it to you. Because you both realize what you're meant to do together, what you want to do together, how you really feel for each other. You care, you love, you understand each other. There's a revival or a regeneration. There is an awakening and a major life decision that the two of you are embarking on this path together. And there's an announcement. There's an announcement coming through of the decision that you're making. You're telling people. You're telling each other, but you're also telling friends and family. So yeah, there is this deep emotional bond, and the two of you are working together to create blessings of love and abundance in your life. And you get to this point in this reading today where you look back and you are so glad that things happened in your life to lead you to this point. The struggle, the work that you had to do, any sort of challenges that you had to face, it's like it makes it all worthwhile. It was worth it. It brought you to where you're going in this relationship together, in this partnership together, in your heart and in your body, in your life. Like aligning with your perfect match, your best partner, your love of your life, right? The two of you are getting together. You're doing this together. You're supporting each other. There's mutual respect, reciprocal caregiving. But it's like you work really well together, actually, in this partnership. There's a heart-to-heart conversation where you discuss the way forward and you get on the same page, and you feel like not only is it worth it, everything that you had to do to get to this point, you are so satisfied with where you are, and you're so happy to work together towards the future as well. Your shared dreams, your shared visions coming to life. I also see the Queen of Swords here with the Nine of Wands. I think that there's someone who's opening up about their true opinions, what they really think, feeling like they can speak their mind, articulating their ideas, and overcoming some kind of barrier, overcoming some kind of boundaries. There's someone who's very cautious in this reading today. This feminine water, I want to say water sign for some reason, but I'm seeing an air sign. She's much more sensitive or deep feeling than perhaps she lets on. She presents herself as an air sign, but perhaps this is to protect herself and her feelings, her vulnerable emotions. She's got her guard up, very guarded, very logical, very cool, very aloof. But I do see the Death card poking through as well, and I feel that this is significant because the Death card is Scorpio energy, it's water energy, it's the energy of the ocean, deep, profound emotions, again, pointing to such a depth of feeling and big changes. So with the Judgment being here as well, there's a turning point, there's no going back. The future is now. Something has ended and we're stepping into a new chapter and we're opening up to it. Someone is guarded. Someone is maybe even a little reluctant. Someone is kind of They've got their boundaries up, and there's something very intelligent about this person and the way that they are logical and rational and trying to be objective. But there's this sense of being able to very clearly articulate somebody's opinion. They put it in writing, they put it in words. This is what I think, and this is what I expect, and this is who I am. Yeah, the Sun, making something very clear. Okay? Because something needs to be straightened out in this reading today. And I see that it is getting straightened out in maybe a surprising kind of way with the Wheel of Fortune. This is a positive turn of events with somebody who feels like they've had to be on guard. With the Five of Pentacles there, yeah, but look at this high vibrational energy coming in. With the Ace of Wands, the Sun, and the Page of Swords. It's like opening up to a new idea, a profound new sense of clarity and purpose and focus and transformation and direction. It's like the lights are coming on and someone's starting to get excited. Whereas before they may have been feeling left out in the cold, right? It starts to feel warm again, starting to feel connected and warm, starting to feel like, yes, this is going to work out. Someone may have had fear of survival, like fear that they're not going to have enough money, or fear of aging or health issues, right? Things that needed to be addressed. Someone was feeling very tired. Someone's feeling exhausted. Someone's feeling like they've worked so hard in their life. And something, it maybe didn't work out the way that they needed to, but this phase of feeling left out or feeling out in the cold or feeling like you don't have enough or feeling like you have to struggle for everything, this is coming to a close. This is what's ending. This is what's changing. There's a new beginning. And it's so high vibrational. It's so exciting. It's so much joy and warmth and light. It's so good. So this is a change for the better. It's a profound change for the better. The two of you, look at, there are two people here. The both of them may have been feeling this way, isolated and alone. Like they have to do everything themselves. Like they can't trust. Like they can't open up. Like they can't speak their mind. Like they're not understood. Like there's fear of the future. Like what if we can't do it? What if I can't do it? You know, there's the what if. What if it all goes wrong? But this reading today is saying, what if it all goes right? Actually, things are going to turn around in very surprisingly beautiful ways that you might not even expect, but you're being encouraged to have an open mind to new ideas and new ways forward and new solutions. There may even be like, okay. Yeah, I just feel like I just need to stay on track in this reading today. There may have been a conflict. There may have been a challenge here. And it was very difficult. And the two of you felt very challenged by this. But somehow you are working together to put that struggle down. You're not going to have to struggle with this anymore. That chapter of struggle and fight and conflict is over. You're wrapping it up and it's over, and you're stepping into a light of love and purity and beauty and goodness and truth and everything good. Like everything's going to work out for you in ways that are maybe actually kind of surprising. Like maybe you never expected to have this kind of beautiful life or this beautiful partnership with somebody. You never expected to meet this person, and you've had to wear a poker face in your life or wear a mask in your life or wearing this armor to protect yourself, feeling like an outsider, feeling like you never really have what you need in a relationship or in life. Maybe you just struggle to pay rent and bills and you're like, how am I going to have all of my dreams come true? Well, I don't know the specific life story here. All I see is what I'm seeing in these cards, and the two of you getting together and starting something new. A new life together, a new lifestyle, a new moving in together, moving in, and now you support each other and you're really loyal and it's very creative and you're committed to this and you're dedicated to working together. Maybe you start a business together, you start a business from home or something. Whatever it is that you're doing, there's a yes. Yes, this is going to be great. Yes, it's okay to get excited. Yeah, you can open up to this. Whatever the struggle was, it's coming to completion. You're working it out. You're working together. And if you can respect each other and listen to each other and articulate your ideas and be open to what others are saying as well, what this person is saying, like, I'm just seeing communication, a lot of healthy communication back and forth, a lot of understanding and empathy. Then the two of you are working really well together. It's so transformational. It's so creative. It's so uplifting. There's a great idea coming in and a new way of doing things. I feel like someone doesn't really want to get their hopes up, and that's relatable. But maybe it's okay to get excited about this a little bit. Maybe that is lifting your spirits and giving you the energy and the motivation to follow through. There's the High Priestess. What does your intuition say about this? This goes so deep. This goes so deep. It like touches the depths of your heart and soul. There's the Emperor. Yep. Someone is a very powerful intuitive. And you can observe and watch. And you can judge for yourself whether or not this is actually going to work for you. Maybe you are. You're contemplating, you're watching, you're waiting. You're very quietly observing and letting someone show you who they really are, letting this show you what it really is, and listening to your inner voice. And this is a source of success for you. Yeah, you're successfully completing a cycle, you're accomplishing something. There's your King of Swords as well. So sometimes the King and Queen of Swords to me can represent separation or divorce. There may be some of that going on in somebody's life, but today I'm feeling like the two of you are, that you have an intellectual understanding. You share the same ideas. You're both very serious. You're both very focused, rational, intelligent, educated. Something or other here about you two getting together and accomplishing something amazing. And you feel so good. You're achieving something together. You are overcoming some kind of challenge together, some kind of strife, some kind of defeat, worry, exhaustion. But you're strong, you're resilient. Don't underestimate yourself and your own resilience. I think this is showing you how strong you are. The adversity that you went through together showed you how strong that you are as an individual and you are as a couple. Let's do some oracles for you. Okay, so you kind of already know where this is going, that High Priestess. Like you already know. And if you need to, you can spend some time in meditation. She always encourages us to spend time in silence. The power of silence, the power of observation, of almost like distancing yourself a little bit, taking a step back and observing and looking and watching and allowing things to unfold and feeling your way through it and listening to your inner voice when it comes to this. And you will be successful. You will accomplish something great here. Your intuition is being proven correct. You were right. You were absolutely right about this. Maybe you had a hunch, right? If you have some kind of a hunch, or you just have like an intuitive feeling and you can't really put it into words, that's okay. In fact, there's an idea that you don't actually have to put things into words. I think there's someone here who puts a lot of pressure on themselves to be super articulate and rational and logical, and maybe you both kind of do this, but there's something deeper. There's more to it. There's more depth in this. There's more going on underneath the surface here. And there are some things that just can't be put into words. And that's okay. You don't have to explain. You don't have to justify. You don't have to apologize. You just know. So I would follow that. If you have some kind of intuitive nudge, right? If you just have a feeling about something, listen to it, follow it. especially if it has to do with some kind of new investment, new path forward, new project in this relationship together. It could revitalize your relationship. I'm almost getting for some like renewal of vows or a renewal of commitment or revitalizing a commitment. But either way, there's a realization of what you two are capable of doing together. You realize what you're able to do. And you just know in a very deep way. All right, we're going to get you a couple of oracles. Some part of this is like really unexpected good fortune and a really positive turn of events. But somewhere deep down inside of yourself, you already sort of knew that this was going to happen. Because you followed your intuition, it leads you down this path where you are manifesting some kind of really big dream come true together for you and your partner, where you're feeling a lot more stable and secure. And it's like you're building a foundation for safety, security, a powerful foundation for the rest of your life where you can live and you won't have to worry so much about certain things anymore. That's what I'm seeing. And there's something about fate and destiny bringing the two of you together. There's something about signs, synchronicities, and serendipity that you are paying attention. You are paying attention to the signs and synchronicities. And because you're doing this and you're listening, you are overcoming adversity. You're being put in the right place at the right time with the right person, the right people who have the right ideas, who share the same ideas as you, who are just as serious and focused as you are. And you're focused on this goal together and you're reaching some kind of milestone together. You're reaching some kind of achievement, accomplishing something major together. You're clearing out a cycle in your life and you're stepping onto something new, stepping through a portal into a new space. We have pen pals. Okay, so the two of you might be writing to each other a lot. You write a lot to each other, and you could also write a letter to your future self describing your dreams and your intentions. Seal it with a date to open in the future. Post it or keep it safe. As you send it off, envision yourself becoming the person in the letter, trusting it will return to you when the time is right. You could do that. We also have mischief. A playful spark can lead to trouble. So, what about it though? Playful spark. Forward, onward, and upward. Mischief. Playful spark. Onward and upward. Someone's sorry. Self-compassion heals what regret cannot. So you're moving on from some kind of mischief, like, that's interesting. Let's look at these three cards together, actually. Playful spark leads to trouble. You're moving forward. Someone's sorry. Someone regrets the kind of trouble that they caused. Moving forward. Someone may have been kind of immature, not taking things seriously. And now you're moving forward, onward and upward. And your self-compassion, it heals what regret cannot. So instead of beating yourself up about things, maybe you weren't taking things seriously enough, but now you are. Now you're taking things seriously. Have compassion for yourself. Have compassion for your past self. A deeper understanding of this. And then there's a sense of forgiveness. Yeah, the judgment can talk about forgiveness. Moving onward and upward away from some kind of trouble. This is what if what you see is only half the truth? Become the person your younger self needed. Okay, so the judgment card again is like the beginning of wisdom is knowing that we don't know anything. We don't know anything. We don't know what we're doing. Our past selves didn't know any better than we do now. In fact, we know better than our past selves did. So become the person your younger self needed. Okay. True healing. Exposed. The true healing requires raw vulnerability. So if you're really going to heal, it's like you have to have that raw vulnerability where you can look underneath the surface. I do feel like someone has regrets about the past, or there is some sorrow and suffering, and that's where the coldness and the blockage comes from. That's where being closed off and having these boundaries might come from. It's one thing to have healthy boundaries to make sure that you're, respecting yourself and articulating yourself in a powerful way. and protecting and all of this. But remember also that these boundaries, if they're too tight, they can close us off to that raw vulnerability that leads to healing and transcendence and growth and new experiences. And so maybe someone here is coming out of that to open up a little bit more, to perhaps trust again or love again, or at least give it a chance. Let's do a couple more oracles for you. What's working in your favor? We've got on target. Follow your ideal life path. You are on target to follow your ideal life path. Yeah, you are on target. Where am I going to put it? I'm going to put it right here. I don't know where to put this. I'll put it right there. You follow your ideal life path. You're on target. And I think you kind of already know this. This is your ideal. This is your path. I'll put it here. And then we have the star. The silver energy of the star brings good luck and serendipity. That's kind of like a Wheel of Fortune energy. Good luck, serendipity, a good turn of events. So you want to cleanse, purify, and protect the physical body right now. So you could do a cleansing ritual, purification, purging anything that you don't need in your house, your home. Protecting the physical body is going to be important right now. One enchanted evening, the perfect night. There's some kind of enchanted evening coming up. So you're on target. That's what this is saying. You are on target. Follow your ideal path. You know exactly what this path is. Intuitively, you just have a deep understanding of what you're supposed to do next. And if you don't feel that way today, you're going to feel it soon. This reading is predictive for you. It's saying that sometime very soon you're going to get that intuitive message. You're going to get the picture. You're going to have that awakening. You're going to see it. You're going to have that conversation. It's going to be made clear. And you're going to follow it to your victory, your success, to overcoming challenges. There's a sense of support here as well. What am I seeing? And you are also inspiring others through your actions. When you follow your intuition and listen to your inner voice, you're also inspiring other people around you. I think this King of Swords is also inspired by you. They are inspiring you, and you're inspiring each other. There's really great news coming in. You're going to celebrate this together. Like really great news. What other oracles should I get you today? We'll do a systems oracle. Yeah, I think you're going to be really happy with this. I do think it takes patience, commitment, dedication, and work. But I think the two of you working together, you're following your ideal life path, you're accomplishing great things, and there's really good news coming in that you're both going to realize that something is so worth it. It's just exactly right for you. And you're really happy together to do this. We have, okay. So this is about looking outward. This card here talks about looking outward. There are external things that also need your attention. Cycles in your life around you. And the duality of the external and the internal. And how you are aligning your life's path and navigating and being flexible with the cycles of the life around you. Aligning that with your soul's purpose and your own personal growth and evolution, and how these things overlap. This is a very meditative card. This is one of those cards where it's like you're looking outward, you're seeking something, you're on a sort of journey in your life, and that's what this is talking about. And then we have the labyrinth, which is perfect. The labyrinth at the bottom of the deck. This is like, there are so many ways of getting to the final destination. It's not so much about arriving as it is about the journey itself, experiences that you have along the way. I'm going to read from the book because I feel like it's relevant. Number 45. The number 45 could be important to you. Also the number 9. We have passages, mysteries, unfolding. It's complex and there are insights here. So The labyrinth card represents the winding, meandering path of a life's journey, filled with twists and turns and unexpected revelations. It invites you to embrace the mystery and the uncertainty of your own unique path, to trust in the wisdom of your own unfolding. The labyrinth can be disorienting and confusing at times, leading you to question your direction and purpose. However, it is also a powerful tool, a powerful symbol of spiritual pilgrimage, a sacred space for self-discovery and transformation. This card reminds you that the destination is less important than the insight gained along the way. So there may have been in your life at some point an absence of mystery. You were missing the depth. There was an oversimplification. There was a lack of complexity, this straight and narrow path. And right now, the straight and narrow path might not be for you. It's time for some winding, meandering, twists and turns and unexpected revelations, and reminding you that the destination is sometimes less important than the insight you gain along the way, that self-discovery and that transformation. So there's that overlap between the discoveries you're making within yourself and the transformation that's happening within yourself, and that external winding path in your physical life. So there's something about this that is tangible and physical. Literally, you are moving on your journey in life. But there's also, because the High Priestess is here, there is also that inward-facing, intuitive understanding of the fact that you are on target for your ideal life, and you should certainly follow it. So I feel like it's talking about the journey inward reflects the journey outward, and the journey outward likewise mirroring and reflecting the journey inward. These two go hand in hand. So as you change inside of yourself, your circumstances and surroundings are also changing. And likewise, as your circumstances and surroundings are changing, you are also evolving and growing. And I think there's a deeper sense of personal awareness as well. Self-awareness. Okay. So what's the takeaway here? I think the takeaway here is that as you follow your ideal, as you follow your intuition, you are inspiring others to do the same. You are connecting with this like-minded individual who loves you, that you love them too. There's a deep emotional connection that you have, even though the both of you can be very logical, rational, maybe even both of you are kind of cold, distant, and aloof. Queen and King of Swords are not the warm people. They're not the warmest, but they're very intelligent. They're very sharp. They're educated. They're experienced. Maybe they're older, something like this. They know what they're doing. They're very good at communication. They're good at communicating their goals and their ideas. They're good at problem solving, figuring things out. So there's a sense of articulating yourself, speaking up about your thoughts, your opinions, but also I think having a deeper emotional understanding as well, exploring and allowing yourself to be vulnerable in that way. Opening your heart to each other, connecting in a deeper level so that you don't have to wear a mask all the time. You don't have to be on guard all the time. And I think you're going to realize that with this person, that it's safe to love and it's safe to open up. It might take time and you may need to be patient with each other. But I think that if you're committed to this shared goal, this shared path, I think the love between you is going to grow and get deeper and deeper. And you're really going to appreciate each other, and you're really going to understand each other. I think that there's an understanding of like, you're both kind of like this. Like maybe you've both experienced hardship, suffering, and sorrow and loss in your life. And this is something that you both understand about each other in perhaps a way that other people might not. And I don't think that this is some kind of a weird trauma bond either. I don't see anything to indicate that at all. I just see it as two people who really understand each other, who really care about each other, who know how to talk to each other, who they get it. You just get it. And as you work together, I think your bond grows deeper. As you're able to open up and trust each other, I think that your feelings are allowed to show, perhaps in ways you've never had before. And I don't see this as necessarily like some kind of intensely passionate, wild roller coaster ride, of some of these emotional affairs, or like love affair that's like dramatic and all over the place. I don't. I see it as more like cool and calm and quiet and peaceful and tranquil and mature and almost like, I don't want to say it's practical and grounded, but kind of it is. Like, you're both practical minded and grounded and intelligent, and you're not really getting swept up in some kind of passion, although maybe a little bit. I mean, I do see some of that. There is excitement, there is joy. I just think it's more of a calm, peaceful joy. It's harmonious. It is exciting, and I think you are getting excited about the new idea. There is excitement about it, but it's tempered with wisdom and intelligence and being very rational and being quite objective and cool. Like, there's something about it that it's not the loud kind of love. It's a quiet understanding that grows deeper and stronger over time, especially as you achieve and accomplish these great things together. You just have this very intuitive, unspoken, almost unspoken. I think that obviously there is healthy communication in this reading today, but it's understood. You know what I mean? It's understood. Okay, I'm leaving it there. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye.